Hi guys, Tammy here. I'm doing a BookTube Newbie Tag. Um, I'm trying to build myself on YouTube. I started this channel about 6 weeks ago. I have a few followers, not much. I subscribe to a lot of people channel, but I'm trying to go out there and basically introduce myself to the BookTube community. I do have a few questions that we're going to answer for my newbie tag, so just bear with me as I try my best to introduce myself and see what I could bring to the BookTube family. Okay, so if you see me look down though, I'm reading the questions so I could answer them for you. All right, here we go. First question: why did you start this channel? Well, I really start this channel because I just picked up reading about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was hooked. Um, I was reading before that, but I actually got really into it for 3 or 4 years ago, and I loved it ever since then, and I've been going steady since. And it's very interesting the authors to see how where they're coming from and where they're going now. So I really like it, and I get to follow my authors and see how they're going and how their books are and who like them and who do not like them. Next question. What are some fun and unique things you could bring to BookTube? Well, basically my personality. That's all I could think of right now because, as I said, I'm new to this and I'm trying to just introduce myself. Everyone's unique in their own way, so I'm just doing the best I can. Whether it's when I'm talking about a book, whether I love it, hate it, whether the author needs to improve, or whether I need to just like get a different opinion or be more open-minded. I'm just basically being me and bringing my personality with me. Next question. What are you most excited about with this channel? I'm really excited to see what's actually the booktube community has out there, to follow people follow me, to read some authors, to see what you guys actually required or not required but like interested in, see if I'm interested in the same books, get a our own community, have like a friend relationship basically, because you guys are going to be my booktube relationship now, because my friends really don't read books, so I'm just basically starting a book club online. That's how I look at it. Okay. All right. Why do you love reading? Well, I really, really love reading to escape my reality, and that's when I picked it up a few years ago. It was I was going through a hard time, and I just looked on Amazon. I said, oh, there's this book out there. Let me try it, and I tried it, and ever since then I've been hooked. I've been reading constantly, every day, every week. I read about 3 or 4 books a week. Don't ask me how I do it. I have a family, and I basically neglect them sometime, but I really do love reading, and I just try to do the best I can. Basically, next question: what books or series are you into? Well, really, I'm a big romance buff. I do read a lot of urban African American books, whether it's drug related or street drama or basically anything you could think of that's urban. I've read it. I'm interested in it. I do read a lot of romance, not a whether it's contemporary romance, young love romance, a lot of eroticas, um, basically a lot of romance novel. It doesn't have to be basically like erotica or anything. Just to see the relationship that two people could build together, whether it's emotional, physical. I just love romance novel altogether. Most of my books are romance novels. I do have a few romance suspense, regular suspense. I am not into horror. I tried it, don't like it, scared me, so I stay away from it. I did read some science fiction books. I'm not into paranormal. I think I read 2 or 3 books from there. I'm not really into that, but I could try it again to see if I could broaden my horizon. But I do like a good romance novel. I tried a few suspense, a thriller, not so much. Drama, yes, I do have drama. Young adult, very good. I like young adult. So that's it really when it comes to the different books and the different series that I've read. And as I said, I've read a lot. I have a lot of books in my library. Next question. What challenge do you think you starting this booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Really, to basically introduce myself to you guys and build a relationship. That's, I think, is going to be the hardest thing to overcome for me, because I'm new to this community. I'm trying to just establish myself. I'm trying to basically find a book club online, because I love to read, as I said, and most of my family and friends, they're not really into reading. So I'm basically trying to find a different community that I could relate to and they could relate to me, and basically have our own little relationship online. Okay. When did I start reading? I did start reading full hardcore about 3 or 4 years ago, but I did start reading original about high school. I started with the Zane novels, a few Omar Tree novels. Forgive me, I'm Jamaican, accent strong, and I did read a few suspense. I did try a few James Patterson books, but I really truly hardcore started reading nonstop about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. Where do you read? Well, really and truly, I could read anywhere. Some people say they can't read in the car because they get dizzy, they get sick. No, I could read anywhere. I could read on the bus, on the plane, in the car. I could read on the bed. I mostly read in bed though. I could read in the closet. I could read anywhere that I feel comfortable. As long as I have my tablet with me, I'm good. I zone out everyone and I just get into my book. I get into the characters and I just basically become that the books become my reality. Um, yeah, so that's really it when it comes to it. I have no option. I could read anywhere, as I said. So I like reading, so it doesn't really bother me. Last question. What kind of books do you like to read? Well, as I said before, I do love romance novel. That's my favorite of all. It could be any form of romance, suspense, murder, um, erotica. I just love romance novel. I did start reading a few urban novels, as I said, and the most of them are in series, but once you start, you're like, okay, I gotta see what's next and what's next. So I do like that also. One thing I do like, I do not like the, sometimes I do not like the series when they continue, because if I start reading a book and then it gets really good, I gotta wait 3 to 4 months to get the other book. Sometimes I wish a lot of people would do like what E.L. James did. All 3 books, all 4 books comes out at one time. You'll get my money for it. But that's just me overall. As I said, I'm trying to basically have this booktube community online. I'm very new to it, so forgive me for my rough draft or my rough presentation, but I will improve. I'm trying to build myself out there. So if you have any suggestion, any input, I will accept all kind of criticism, good or bad, so I can better myself. Well, thank you, and again, it's Tammy. Thanks. Bye.